MrBeast is worth $2.6 billion, but the majority of that money is not from YouTube, it's not from ads, it's not from sponsorship, and it's definitely not from giving away Lamborghinis. It's from this, the company he owns. And today I'm gonna break down MrBeast, and no, it has nothing to do with YouTube, and why it explains everything about how real wealth actually works. My name is Palmy Kitty, the other half of the Kitti Sisters. My sister Nancy and I partner with Multifamily Office Capital, and together we oversee nearly $500 million in assets. Real assets designed to create long-term wealth, durable wealth. And when I look at what MrBeast has built, I don't see a YouTuber. I see someone who intentionally built a private economy. So here's what MrBeast understands about money that most people, even very successful people, don't. You see, a few days ago, MrBeast bought a bank. Well, a bank app, but still. The guy who got famous for burying himself alive and giving strangers Lamborghinis now owns a financial institution. And the entire internet is treating this like some sort of celebrity side quest. Like he got bored of chocolate and thought, oh, you know what? Sounds fun. Banking regulations. But here's the thing nobody is talking about. This wasn't a pivot. This wasn't a random purchase. This was the most predictable move he's ever made. If you understand what he actually built, which apparently almost nobody does. MrBeast isn't wealthy because he earns a lot. He's wealthy because he owns a system his income flows through. And if that sentence doesn't mean anything to you yet, stick around because by the end of this video, it'll change how you look at every dollar you make. So here's the thing about MrBeast. Everyone thinks of him as the YouTube guy, 466 million subscribers, videos that cost $3 to $4 million each to produce. And sure, that part's real, but saying MrBeast is rich because of YouTube is like saying McDonald's is successful because of the burgers. Technically wrong. They're rich because of the real estate underneath the place that makes the burger. So you're missing the entire operations underneath it. You see, MrBeast has a holding company called Beast Industries. Last valuation, $5.2 billion. That's billion with a B. With a, sir, this is more than most country be. And under that umbrella, he's got Feastables, the chocolate brand, doing over $250 million a year. Beast Games on Amazon Prime, a non-profit, a snack kit brand, an analytical company, a little theme park in Saudi Arabia, and now Step, a financial app with 7 million users and actual FDIC insurance. And here's where it gets interesting. Ready? His media aside, all the YouTube content, the Amazon deal, that part of the company lost about $80 million in 2024. The content loses money, but Feastables made profit, and the whole company did $473 million in total revenue. So the videos aren't the product. The videos are, and I need you to hear this, the videos are a commercial, a real expensive, incredibly entertaining commercial. He's not making content to make money on the content. He's making content to make you aware of everything else he owns. It's like if a restaurant spends $4 million on the world's greatest Yelp review. Insane, right? Except the restaurant also happens to own the building, the farm, the delivery trucks, and a bank. And suddenly the expensive review starts looking pretty smart. So here's what's actually happening under the hood. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. MrBeast posts a video, costs him $4 million. 50 million people watches it. Some percentage of those people walk into Walmart and grab a Feastable bar. The profit helps fund the next video. The next video promotes Beast Games. Beast Games grows the audience. Bigger audience means more Feastable sales. More sales means more profit. More profit means more videos. And now the entire audience is also the potential customer base for a banking app. The money never leaves his system. It just goes around and around inside something he built, inside something he owns. That's not a business. That's an economy. A private, self-sustaining economy with a subscriber count. Most people, even really successful people, don't have this. They earn money and immediately sends it into the systems that they don't control. Their brokerage account, their landlord, their financial advisor's fee structure. It's like earning water and then immediately pouring it into someone else's bucket. MrBeast built the bucket. Then he built a bigger bucket. Then he built the well. The $85 million question. Okay. Pop quiz. MrBeast makes about $85 million a year. How much cash do you think he has in his bank account? 100 million? 50 million? 10? Less than $1 million. He said it himself on a podcast out loud in front of people. He said, and I quote, he's basically in a negative cash situation. And most people hear that and think, oh no, that's bad. That's irresponsible. Someone get this man a financial advisor. And here's the part that matters. This is actually the move. He's converting earned income into own infrastructure as fast as he possibly can. Every dollar goes back into the system. More production, more products, more reach, more enterprise value. The cash isn't wealth. The system is the wealth. And he owns little over half of the company worth $5.2 billion. That's $2.6 billion in equity. It's something he controls, something that grows whether he films or not. And this is the distinction that changes everything. There are people who earn and there are people who own the system their money flows through. The first group works hard. The second group builds wealth. MrBeast, whether he read a book about this or just stumbled into it is firmly in group 2. All right, here's the part where I ruined this video for financial bros by connecting it to something actually useful. What MrBeast built, whether he knows it or not, already has a name. The wealthiest families in the world have been building the exact same structure for generations. It's called a family office. And I know you hear family office and you picture some guy with a last name on a building and a wine cellar that's older than America itself. You think it's for people with hundreds of millions of dollars sitting around doing nothing. It's not. A family office has nothing to do with how much money you have. It's about how your money is structured. It means you've built infrastructure, a system that keeps wealth growing and protected, not just for you, but for your kids and their kids. Multi-generational, by design, not by accident. These industries check every single box: operating businesses, generating cash flow, feasible, holding structure that owns everything. Beast industry, multiple distribution channels so he never depends on one platform. YouTube, Amazon, retail, his own apps, constantly reinvesting. Every dollar goes back in. Financial services, he's literally just bought one. He's built a family office in front of 466 million people and nobody call it that. Incredible. Now, my sister and I, we do this too. Not with YouTube videos or chocolate bars. We do this with multifamily real estate. That's what the Kitti Sisters is actually about. We build wealth infrastructures through apartment investing, real assets, real cash flow, real tax advantages, and we help our investors do exactly the same. Build a system designed to last generations, not just one good year. And the way we think about whether your wealth is actually built to last, we call this the 5-layer cake. Because real wealth isn't one, it's 5 things that all have to work together. And if any layer is missing, the whole thing is shakier than you think. Layer 1, capital preservation. In plain English, if something bad happens tomorrow, a market crash, a job loss, a recession, are you protected? Or does everything fall apart? Layer 2, ownership structure. Does your wealth depend on you personally showing up every single day? Or does it operate through a structure that works even if you're on the beach somewhere, not checking your phone? Layer 3, tax efficiency. Are you actually keeping what you earn? Or are tax leaks quietly eating your ability to compound and you don't even realize it because your accountant just nod and says everything looks good? Layer 4, access and scale. Do you have direct access to institutional quality deals? The kind of stuff that normally requires a last name on a building, and can you move fast when one shows up? Layer 5, governance and continuity. This one's the big one. When it's time to pass your wealth to the next generation, does it transfer smoothly? Or does it create a family Thanksgiving that needs lawyers? When all 5 layers are solid, your wealth isn't fragile, it's architectural. And when one is weak, it puts stress on every other layer, even the ones you thought were fine. MrBeast, whether he calls it or not, he's stacking those layers. And the families we work with are doing the same thing through multifamily real estate. Different vehicle, but same blueprint. So if you're watching this and you've done well, maybe you earned a great income, maybe you run a business, maybe your family has built something real, but something still feel, I don't know, fragile, like one bad quarter or one weird policy change could shake everything. That's not paranoia. That's a signal. It means you might be strong in 1 or 2 layers, but exposed in others. And now you have the framework to figure out exactly where. You don't need 450 million subscribers. You don't need a chocolate company or a banking app. You just need the right layers, the right assets, and to start thinking like a builder instead of someone who earns and saves. That's what this channel is actually about. Build your own economy. If this changed anything about how you see your own setup, drop a comment. Tell me which of those 5 layers you think is your weakest one right now.